Started with 783 players. We're down to these three. Action's going to be on the Mattress King, Tony LaCastro. This time he's got ace jack of hearts.
All in.
He's gone all in with it.
Like he should. He is pushing it hard into Bill Gaze's, and Bill's got a hand. He's got a pair of threes.
Well, normally it's not the kind of hand you like to call all your money off with. You can bet it off with a small pair. You hate to call it off because the best you're going to be in is a race situation. And you could be up against an overpair where you're really dead meat. But on the other hand, Bill Gaze is on such a short stack here. He's going to have to gamble with something before too long. No doubt about that. Does he want to take a shot right here to try to double up?
Well, it's been a frustrating night for Bill so far. Hasn't picked up too many hands. He finally gets his little pair three-handed, but he gets this guy in front of him going all in. What do you do?
Well, it's tough. When you're on a short stack, sometimes you just got to go for it.
I'm all in.
He's going to make the call, though.
Well, he does.
And Nick goes out.
And Bill's happy so far because his opponent doesn't have an overpair. He's just got the two overcards.
So they are both up from out of their seat. It is all on the line for Bill Gaze's.
Well, it's the best Bill could have hoped for in this situation. Now all he's got to do is win the pot.
Mattress King doing a little pacing there. He'd love to ship Bill Gaze's home back to Miami. Carmela on the sidelines, Tony's wife, squirming with delight and nerves.
And it's $250,000 difference between third place and second place. Bill Gaze's tournament life on the line. If he wins it, however, he'll have nearly $1 million in chips and be a force once again. So Nick Schulman pulling for his buddy all in Tony right now.
I want it right up there.
Here comes the flop.
Keep it real high.
Now flop is deuce, deuce, four. So far, so good for Bill Gaze's.
Loves that flop.
For Tony to win this pot, he's got to catch an ace, a jack, or two running hearts.
Hearts below a four, and I don't make it sense.
Well, the heart comes off. It's never easy, Bill. You know that. Now that gives Tony a flush draw as well as the two overcards.
Bill absolutely sickened by that. He's got to sweat one more card. Will he stay alive here?
Tony has made a flush draw. He'll win the pot with a heart, an ace, or a jack. Anything else will allow Bill Gaze's to double up. Here comes a river card. Well, the king has come off, so Bill Gaze's has doubled up. He had to dodge some bullets on the river there, but he did so.
Oh, he's got to love that. Bill Gaze is in contention now. He's in second place. That's going to swing things around a little bit.
Bill Gaze has made the right decision with the two threes there to go all in and take a shot. It's Bill saying to himself, just let me double up one more time, and I'll show these guys who can play some poker here.
All right, it is on Bill. Oh, wow. He's got a big one this time. Pair of kings.
Well, he really does, Vince. Just exactly what he's looking for right now. He's going to be hoping to get some action on this hand.
This ain't no stinking pair of threes.
And he makes it 115,000 to go.
Yes, he does. A beg me call. Now Nick Schulman has 10-8 of clubs.
Oh, that's the kind of hand you like to see flops with. Because if you hit something now, you're going to bust your opponent. And he's going to make the call here, Vince.
He is going to stick around. Tony quickly going out.
He's hoping for a big-time clash here.
Well, what a position for Bill. So excited, trying to contain the excitement.
Here comes the flop. Flop is ace, 8-5.
Nick's picked up a piece of it, a pair of eights, but of course the ace, not the card you want to see when you have kings.
Nick checks. And Bill checks the two kings. He's taking the conservative route, doesn't want to get check raised out of this pot.
Well, the scare card being the ace, there's the turn. It's a jack of hearts.
Now will Nick bet the two eights? Or does he want to avoid traps as well? He checks.
Good instincts by the kid. Now will Bill finally come out of the woods or not?
Well, I'll be surprised if he doesn't bet here, Vince, because there's potential straights, potential flush draws on the board here. Do you want to give your opponent a free card that could beat you? That's the question.
Well, the young kid has been Bill's nemesis all night long, and look at this, he's going to check it.
Bill stays the conservative route and checks. Does give his opponent a free card to beat him, but it doesn't happen. The three of spades comes off. And again, Nick checks.
Bill's saying to himself, with this guy, if he had an ace, check it 3 times. I don't think so. He's going to make a value bet of $150,000.
Well, I like this bet by Bill on the river. And I'll tell you, if you're sitting in Nick's seat, I think it's very hard to get away from 2 8s the way this hand was played. Remember, his opponent didn't bet on the flop. He didn't bet on the turn. And Nick pays him off. The 2 kings are going to take it down.
Well, that was an excellent value bet by Bill. Picks up the last 150 grand.
Now, people out there that are watching may be thinking, geez, why didn't the guy bet before? Well, because if you bet on the flop and your opponent raised you all in, what do you do now with 2 kings when there's an ace on the board? 21-year-old Nick Schulman, and with the last 2 pots, Bill Gaze has now moved into 2nd place.
And the Mattress King is our short stack at this point, so big turn of events here at Foxwoods. Action's going to be on Nick Schulman. He's got Jack 3. He's going to fold this hand.
And Tony LaCastro also looks at a Jack 3 here, Vince. But he's raising it. He's going to make it $225,000 to go.
He is going to splash around, try to steal this pot into Bill Gaze's. He's got big slick. He says, I'm all in.
All of a sudden, Bill Gaze is turning into a card rack here.
Tony was just splashing around with Jack 3, was taking a shot. He's got a miserable looking hand.
Quarter pair there, Bill?
What's that?
Quarter pair?
Well, Vince, there's a lot of money out there. Over $1 million in the pot. He's got less than $500,000 left. Getting well over 2-to-1 odds on his money, but opts to lay down.
Oh, and Tony's head put in the vice right there. Has to lay it down. Another hand won by Bill Gaze's.
So every time all-in Tony doesn't go all in, he seems to have trouble in these pots, Vince. They're coming over the top of him and taking it away from him.
Go pair.
He shows the ace-king. He says, I wasn't playing with you, Tony. I had the real deal. I had big slick. You made a good laydown.
4-letter word on the poker